Today we're going to be doing a quick review here of the EpochAir Emergency Solar Hand Crank Self-Powered AM/FM NOAA Weather Radio. First, what I'm going to do is go over the specs of the unit, then I'll give you a hands-on demonstration of the unit. As I just previously noted, this portable radio here will cover AM/FM NOAA. This will actually have incorporated into the front of the light, there is a 3-LED flashlight. The solar panel is built into the top of the unit as well as the antenna, which will fold up and down for storage. On the rear of the unit, which will be to your right now, that will be where you find your auxiliary port for your USB cables and your special endings, as well as your charging port should you want to charge this off of a computer. On the rear side, which you can't see right now, would be your actual charging device, I should say, or your wheel. As far as the specs, again, there's 3 LED lights on the front. This unit's 5 inches by 2.4 inches by 1.6 inch, weighs less than half a pound. In terms of power, the paperwork, which came inside the box, indicates that it is a 300 milliamp device at 3.6 volts. The actual listing online does indicate 2,000 milliamps. It states that the capacity was improved, so I'm really not sure if this is 300 or 2,000 as per the listing. That will actually be something that the seller will have to clarify in their listing. You have the 3 different bands of radio. As far as working voltage, you get 2.7 volts up through 4.2 volts. There is also, I'm going to go over the different aspects of this now. You will receive, this is the regular charging cable. So as you unpack, if you would want to plug this in to, say, a USB port on your computer, I'll give you a quick demo and then I'll show you how that would work. On the front, you have your dial for your radio. To turn this on, you would just use the actual dial for volume.
Card from American Express. Earn cash back.
And as you can see, there's a tuning light that turns green when you tune into a station. You have your built-in speaker. This is your FM, AM, and then, of course, your weather band selector here, and this is your tuning knob. The bottom does have 2 different raised surfaces here, so you can set this down nicely. On the rear side of this, you have a little rubber flap here to protect your ports. This is the charging port, which will use that actual charging cable which comes with it. Then you also have an auxiliary cable. The auxiliary cable is very useful. You can actually plug this cable, which comes with, of course, into the back of the unit, and you get a couple of different endings. You have a USB, iPhone, you have the 5-pin USB. This one here is a micro USB. So if you're in a pinch and say you have a dead cell phone, it's always nice that you have a cable that you can just plug in and you can actually, it's charging. You have something that you can charge your cell phone with in a pinch. And when you want to go charge this, you have several different ways you can actually charge this unit. The quickest, of course, would be plugging it in. When you plug it in, it will turn red. That will indicate the charging. And once it's fully charged, that red light will go off. The other ways you can charge this, of course, would entail the top solar panel. If you have a lot of light outside, you can use this. The button right here, just so you're aware, it actually activates the LED light. It's actually pretty bright for just 3 little LEDs here, so this is a good one for camping. Something portable you can even throw in a glove compartment. Let's see what else we got here. The crank. So the other and the main benefit of having a flashlight like this and a radio and a multi-function unit, you have so many ways you can charge this. If your power goes out, you're camping, and you don't have access to a USB port to charge this, and you need to use a cell phone, you can use these included cables, and all you would need to do is just clockwise. And as you hear, that's actually generating the electric to charge the battery inside. So, as far as the specs go on the charging mechanism, if you would want to do a manual charge, And just so you're aware, the front LED light is a 1 watt LED. But as when you are cranking this, if you would actually begin to crank, you would crank for up to 1 minute. 1 minute of cranking will support up to 5 minutes of radio time. It will provide 30 minutes of continuous front LED light support and approximately 5 minutes of cell phone talk time. So if you do it longer, you would actually obviously get a longer charge. However, if you do it in 1 minute increments, that's what you can expect from the power that is generated from the crank. So overall, it's a very straightforward device. It has a lot of functions. Again, it has the built-in battery bank, so you have all these cables here you can use. You can charge this on a USB port. You can charge it using the solar panel. You can listen to your radio. You have the weather band, so if you're losing power, you can also listen to the forecast there. You have the flashlight feature. Also has a lanyard which is attached. This way you can hang it from a carabiner, your wrist if you're carrying it, and it just gives you a lot of options that you can do at that point. And overall, that wraps up this review here, and hopefully that will help you.